For defeat 40, I didn't see that. Hypnosis is 40 as well? Dang. I can understand being for like the third evolution, but dang. Defeated with ghost type moves, okay. Caught it. That's all I did with it, to be honest. Be right back. I shall be right back. Got some food. I don't know if I should eat it though. I've never eaten while recording, so I'm not gonna do that. Oh, I can go to the next level. I'm super hungry though. Might get a fight or two. Benny old chum, the usual potato maki, please, and make it the 3 today as well. Have you all heard the great news? That frenzied Kleavor from the rumors, it ended up mauling some of our galaxy folks who went out to investigate it this morning. The medical corps has had a hard time getting all the injured back on their feet. And this is the Kleavor that was reportedly struck by powerful lightning. Yes. I did hear he's right. Yes, I did hear he's been behaving most erratically since then. Still, if further investigation is in order, the Survey Corps will of course step up to the task. Short-term mountain danger is inevitable when researching unfamiliar Pokemon, but I'm sure Rickton here can handle things just fine. Are you certain on? I've heard Kleavor is so mighty, even alpha Pokemon don't compare to him. You forget that the strengths of Pokemon are key items of information that we of the core are duty bound to research. And since this perilous work of ours calls for a clear head and fighting fit physique, I do believe a good night's sleep is in order after this fine meal. The next day. Good morning, Pickerton. You should hurry to the commander's office before he decides to use you for sumo practice. And there you are. Let's hurry to the headquarters. Look who's being punctual. Finally realize you're wasting Almighty Sinnoh's precious time by bowing to a shame. To a sham. Adaman. There you go again, insisting on your false image of Almighty Sinnoh as a ruler of time. My people follow the true Almighty Sinnoh, the font of all creation and ruler of space. Aha! You could have all the space there is, and you still not know what to do with it. Excuse me? Are you really suggesting that you make better use of your time than we make of vast CU space? Better than some. It's a miracle you showed up on time, almighty leader of the Pearl clan. I worried you'd get lost in the pointlessly vast space you're so fond of and never show up. Get lost in Almighty Sinnoh's great gift to the Pearl clan in our world's very basis. You wish. It's so stupid. I wish that I hadn't let myself get dragged into arguing with you. Almighty Sinnoh, forgive me. What a waste of time. I'm off to Commander Kamado's office. I believe it was you who started this. You can feel the tension when those two show up. You never met them, have you? The woman with the reverence for space is Irida, leader of the Pearl clan. The man who was going on and on about time, Adaman, leads the Diamond clan. In the Diamond clan and the Pearl clan grudgingly coexist at the moment. Apparently, things used to be less peaceful. But the boss, I mean the commander, is waiting. We should save this conversation for after you report to him. Oh look, more quests. Oh wait, I'll wait until after, because after this side mission, probably more will appear. And there's another quest over there. Let's go. Yeah, I need a dolphin dive? No. Was it necessary? Yes. No, not necessary. Did enjoy it, I should say. What do you intend to do about the Kleavor Commander Kamado? He may be descended from a warrior Almighty Sinnoh, but look at the mess he's causing. We can't sit back and let him rage on. You do get right to the point, Adaman. Time wasted is lost. Well, tell me, what would you have us do? Kleavor is a precious lord of the Pearl clan, is he not? That's the point. My clan can't intervene directly where a lord of the Pearl clan is concerned. If my people were to do something, our two clans might end up back at each other's throats, just like we used to be. But even folk of the Galaxy team have been wounded, haven't they? Seems someone's got to do something here. Who then? Would the Diamond clan have the Pearl clan bring down one of its own? Honored nobles. I don't believe I said that. Thought it maybe. You might as well have said it, you fool. Look, we don't even know what drove Lord Kleavor into such a violent frenzy. I like to know that myself. This is a first as far as my clan knows too. I see you've arrived. This is Pickard, the newest member of our survey corps. Aha, I hear from May you earned Radier's favor. Good to finally meet you, stranger from the Rift. I'm Adamant, the leader of the Diamond Clan, if you want to be formal. But that's a mouthful, just call me Adamant. If you came from beyond the space-time rift, could you be from the space where Almighty Sinnoh is said to reside? I'm Irida, leader of the Pearl Clan. Caution and foresight are my watchwords. Which is why I have trouble believing such a tale. Could you really have passed through that rift? I have a proposition. Why not send this one to study Kleavor before deciding what we must do? What must be done? You'd send this stranger who supposedly fell from the rift to study Kleavor, this newcomer, with no experience. Says the leader with almost no experience. Being a leader isn't a matter of time, it's a matter of embracing Hisui's vastness with fear. Well then, there you have it. If how new you are doesn't matter, then let's give the kid his chance. I'm so, Commander. Let's try this your way. This should be fun. I'll get to see how good you galaxy folk really are with all your weird ways. Putting Pokemon in those strange balls and what have you. The whole practice bothers me. Almighty Sinnoh made Hisui cat fast so Pokemon could live freely throughout. We're meant to stand alongside Pokemon, not count ourselves above them. We do not use Pokéballs for desire to control our Pokemon, only so that we can live together. Allow us to show you what we can do. This is your mission now, Pickerton. I order you to study Kleavor and help us find the truth of this situation. I accept. Remember that you are a stranger who appeared one day out of the very sky above us. People are naturally suspicious of your presence here. If you wish to be fully accepted and trusted, you must work hard. Work yourself to the very bone. Well, that's settled. There's no time like the present. The Lord of the Woods, Kleavor, is descended from the Pokemon that was blessed with the Almighty Sinnoh's own power. No other Pokemon you've yet encountered can compare to his strength, be warned. Listen to me. The Galaxy Expedition team has come to the Hisui region as a group of outsiders. Some might even call us interlopers. We mustn't do anything to threaten our relations with the Diamond and Pearl clans, understand? Celine, join me downstairs, Pickerton, and we'll cover the details of this new mission. Ah! Okay, now accept. Oh, Splitter, you came along at a good time. I'm looking for a pickling stone, you see. Would you mind lending me a hand? What's a pickling stone? It needs to be the right size to fit atop one of the pickle pots and heavy enough to be... Oh, I know what this is. To be put a nice firm pressure on the pickles while they're fermenting. But I suppose it'd be hard for me to lift such a heavy thing from the pot. The best thing would be for the stone to lift itself up back, actually. Oh, I've rather good idea. There's a Pokemon called Geodude that lives on Deer Track Heights. It would be perfect for the job. Could you catch one, bring it back for me? I'll head home and wait for you there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to catch a shiny one. So I'm gonna hold off on that mission. They're posting the Blackbird, bothersome Bidoof. playing with Drifloon. Make it from the security door. Okay. And then what else? Zubat's eyes. Zubat doesn't have eyes. Has a request for something to do with Zubat, I believe. Talk to good lady. Talk to the good lady and investigate as necessary. Zubat's eyes. There are no other questions. Requests. All right. Really want to eat, so I want to get through this as fast as possible so I can get something to eat, and then I'm gonna start recording. Then we record, and after I finish eating. Oh, good, you're already here. Professor Laverton, the briefing, if you please. Yes, let's get straight right to it. So, Pickerton, I understand you've been requested to find out the cause of Kleavor's frenzied state. But as you're aware by now, Kleavor is a mighty thing, nay, invincible even. The security corps tried throwing Pokeballs at Kleavor when they were attacked, but I'm afraid they didn't even come close to catching him. It seems he's a far trickier opponent than even those aggressive species of Pokemon that cannot be caught outside of a battle once they're riled. I'd like to be perfectly clear on this point. This mission will put you in extreme danger. Do you believe you can handle it? Of course. What do you mean? Very well. Then let us go over the particulars. The Diamond and Pearl clans revere their nobles because they believe these Pokemon serve their almighty Sinnoh. They leave offerings to express their gratitude to these Pokemon in locations they call the noble seats. So perhaps a good starting point for our research could be to find out what sorts of offerings they normally leave for these Kleavor, for this Kleavor. Picton, we need to speak with you. Dang it! Listen, that rift in space-time seems like connects this world to a whole other world. That world might be where Almighty Sinnoh itself resides. The true Almighty Sinnoh, that is. The one that rules over time. So if you fell through the space-time rift, that might mean you traveled through time by Almighty Sinnoh's own power. Think of it. You must have been just swimming in its divine might. Well, I've got a favor to ask of you, of amazing time traveler. Don't just study Kleavor, quell his frenzy. While you certainly caught us at a good time, young Adaman. We were just discussing our next steps with regard to this whole Kleavor situation. Oh, you must be that great, the Galaxy team scholar I've heard about. Good to meet you, Mr. Professor. Share some of that knowledge with me sometime. Now, let me elaborate a little. Those Pearl Clan types have a lot of respect for Kleavor. You heard this little title, Lord of the Woods. I'm sure they'd rather get this under control too, but it's hard for them to come right out and ask those of the Galaxy team of all people for help. And the truth is, we in the Diamond Clan have a similar problem on our hands. A Pokemon dear to us off in the mountains has flown into the same type of frenzy as Kleavor. Now there's certainly bad blood between us and the Pearl Clan, but still, we've all got to share Hisuyu, and the means we ought to tackle. And that means we ought to tackle our problems together. But there aren't many capable of standing up to such powerful Pokemon. You're the best. Best hope we've got. You'll find Kleavor at the Grand Tree Arena. That's in the very heart of the Heartwood. His warden is a boy named Lian. Lian is a brilliant child, but also a bit, well, sometimes brilliance can be blinding, you know. He'll tell you all about his beloved Kleavor, whether you wish him to or not. Anyway, I'm sure you're up to the challenge, so we'll be counting on you. See you later. He suddenly left quickly once he'd finished talking. I suppose he really values his time. Adam and May weren't wrong, you know. If you you're to study and perhaps even quell Kleavor, you'd best start by visiting his abode. Our New Heights camp would be a handy place for setting out toward Grand Tree Arena. You should stop by the pastures too. You'll want to choose the best Pokemon to bring. Oh, he's gonna stop me now. No? Pretty sure, yeah. Yeah. Finding yourself unable to pick up the materials you come across, Satchel always